Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy CT One Time Chef, CT One Time, and I'm back with another video. This time, you're really gonna love this one, all right? We got brown stewed chicken using the burnt sugar method. I did some research on this. I love this. You're gonna love this. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, in the pot here, all I did was dice up some chicken thighs. If you want to use bone-in chicken or if you want to use bigger strips of chicken, you can. I want mine diced up and also put some onion in there. So now we'll get the dry seasoning mix to marinate it, ground black pepper, and we're gonna put a lot of it. Salt. The salt is good to help draw out some of the moisture from the onions. Crushed red pepper. We're gonna put a little kick to it. Get a decent amount of that. Come on now. That's good for now. All right, we have onion powder. Put some of that in there, make sure we get it all around. We have garlic powder. Same thing. All right, we have ground allspice. Love this ingredient. We're not gonna put too much of it. All right, we have some generic chicken seasoning. In brown stewed chicken, it's going to be rich in flavor. So don't be afraid to season your food now. You understand? All right, let's see. I forgot to open this one before we started, but you know, one of the best ingredients ever, thyme. Get enough of that in there. All right. Now we have chili powder. We're gonna get some pretty color to this. Let's see. A little chili powder. And finally, because what do I put in everything? Paprika. All right. So I'm gonna give this a mix. We're gonna let this marinate for a few hours, and I'm gonna get on making the burnt sugar. All right, everybody, I got my Dutch oven here. Definitely a good pot to use for this. So just want to show y'all about how much I'm using. So you take some brown sugar and you put that on the pot. Now some people like to use oil. When I was doing research on this, I saw a lady make hers without oil, and I liked hers a little bit better. Don't mind these dark pieces, that's just some moisture that got in there. But this is about how much brown sugar I'm gonna use. And remember, I don't have any oil in this pan. So I have my heat on about medium, and I'm just gonna kind of spread this out. But it's gonna take a little while for my pan to heat up, but basically you'll just see it'll start to crust up on the outside. But I'll be back whenever that starts to happen. Okay, you can see it starting to happen. If you look right in there, you can see it starting to melt, and it's trying to do it all around the edges. So we'll just keep an eye on it. Got to be careful with it so it don't burn, because you know. But I mean, I understand it's the burnt sugar method, but you don't want it to be completely burnt. So it's a fine line, but it takes technique and practice. So we'll start to just kind of play with this just a little bit. And I really should be using a different spoon here. This is my eating spoon. I shouldn't be using this, but that's all right. Oh, it's sticky. I'm gonna let the tape run here just so you can see the process. I've been standing here for about 5 to 7 minutes ish or so. Medium. I got it on medium heat. And all we're going to do is let this melt. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start playing around with it a little bit. All right. And if you guys tuned in to my gumbo video when I was making that roux, this is a similar concept where you want to make sure you keep on stirring. Alright, and now you see just about all those sugar crystals have blown away. So now we're just going to mix this. Alright, and it smells pretty good. The goal is to get it, you know, dark mahogany color, dark brown, milk chocolate, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so we're going to let this run for a little while, and then we'll add just a touch of water just to loosen it up. Not too much. See the beautiful color? And like I said, I got this on medium heat, so we're just going to let this run for a little bit. Takes patience. You don't want to turn this on high heat and then all of a sudden it turned black. But like you see that little area right there? That's why you got to make sure you keep on stirring. You got to stir everywhere. Matter of fact, let me turn my air vent on before. Uh-oh, it's dripping. Hold on, y'all. Alright, we back on. Beautiful color. And you can see it's kind of expanded, right? So this is more brown sugar than I put in there. All that's happening is this chemical reaction is expanding. Want to make sure we stay on it here. I have to scrape the bottom of that pot now. Alright. Alright. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this fire off and I'm going to let it cool down. I'm going to add a little bit of water. And I'm going to let the residual heat combine that, and then I'm going to let it sit for a second, alright? Alright, I'm just adding a little splash. Careful here. Alright. You got to be careful. Hurry up and get to stirring. Smoke detector going to go off in a second. To my surprise, smoke detector never went off. So we made our syrup, and all we're going to do now is I'm going to let this cool. So through my research, what I found was that you can get this will thicken up after a little while, and you can kind of see it started to combine together. So I'm going to let this sit probably for at least an hour or so, just to let it cool down. And then, so like right now you can see it's pretty runny. I'm trying to get a bigger spoonful. I want this to be like syrup consistency, and that's what will happen in about an hour or so. If you don't have that much time, you can just put your chicken in there and let it start cooking. But I'm gonna let this sit for a while. Okay, everybody, it's been an hour, and I want to show you how this is thickened up. So I'm just going to show you how it drips off. So you see how much slower it comes off the spoon? That's because it's much thicker. So it's turned into a syrup. It's going to be rich and flavorful. So I'm going to put this back on the heat, let it warm back up a little bit, and I'll put my marinated chicken in there, coat it in there, and I'll let the moisture extract from the chicken, and that'll be what loosens it up a little bit, all right? So I'm going to put this back on heat. Once it warms up, I'll put my chicken back in. All right, everybody, here it goes. We're going to dump this in here. All right, and then we'll get to mixing. So I'm gonna mix this up because I need both hands to do it, and I'll show you guys what it looks like once I get it all combined. Okay, everybody, I got this thing running now. Just a heads up, off camera, when I was marinating my chicken, I actually did add a little bit of oil because whenever you cook, you need oil, right? So I actually might add a little bit more to the bottom of this pan just to help it cook a little bit easier. Make sure we don't get anything burned at the bottom. But yeah, so I'm gonna let this cook, and I might add just a little bit of water just to help give it some steam. Like I said, just to help that heat circulate throughout the pot some more. All right, so I'm gonna add just a little bit of oil, just a little bit of water, and then we're gonna let it roll. All right, everybody, our chicken has been simmering for about 30 minutes-ish or so. Man, it smells amazing. And guys, this is done. So all I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna turn the fire off. I'm gonna take it off the hot burner, and I'm gonna just let this sit here for a little bit. Then I'll see you when it's time to plate. All right, everybody, here's the finished product. I put it over some jasmine rice because I didn't feel like making rice and peas, but if you have that, I recommend it. Got some plantain on the side. Guys, I already tasted it. Tastes amazing. If ever you get a chance to try this recipe out, let me know how it goes. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, all of the above. It's Chef CT one time signing out.